Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Allison Gymnasium here on the campus of East Peoria Community High School. Tonight's game is a Middle Illini Conference matchup pitting the visiting Rockets of Limestone High School with a record of 5-14 overall, 2-5 in the Middle Illini, against your host Raiders, who entered tonight's contest with an overall record of 6-13 and 2-5 in the Middle Illini. We'll go now to the starting lineups. Starting first for Limestone. At a guard, number 2, Alex Reed, 6-foot senior. At another guard, Chris Dixon-Williams, a 6-foot senior as well. Number 5, Jalen Romaine. He's listed as number 23 in our program, but number 5, Jalen Romaine. Number 15, Sam Keppel. And number 10, Braden Williams. And now here are the lineups for your host Raiders. At a forward, number 5, Bryce Markham. Also at a guard, number 10, Ian Milstedt. Also at a guard, number 14, a junior, David Perkins. At one of the forward spots, number 15, Brock Crippen. And also in the post, a senior, number 24, Drew Trow. Overall, pretty good turnout tonight for Raider Nation. The lower half of the Allison Gymnasium bleachers across from the benches is filled. About half the upper deck here. A little bit sparser showing from the Limestone folks, although they have brought somewhat of a student section with a variety of themes. I see bathrobes, Reese's Pieces outfits, somebody with a pink wizard hat. Not really sure about that. Some of our kids appear to have countered with a beach theme. Talking to Matt right before the game, 1, got a rebound. That's going to be key in this matchup. 2, keep them out of the paint, particularly Chris Dixon-Williams, especially as he goes to his left hand, which is his dominant hand. If he gets into the paint and tries to finish with his left hand, that is going to be bad news for the Raiders. Drew Trow and Sam Keppel going to jump this thing up. Keppel with the tip. Williams will take control of this and set the offense. Raiders are going to open in what appears to be a 2-3 zone, maybe a... Yeah, it's a 2-3 with matchup principles, it looks like. Battle for the ball down low. Keppel comes up with a loose ball, finds Dixon-Williams, gets into the paint with his right hand that time, and puts up the jumper from 15 feet. It's good. So Leafs got him opposite-handed there, but he still managed to finish. Dixon-Williams is the son of, here we go, Ian Milstedt to the basket. Nice find for Drew Trow there. Trow with his effort block, but Milstedt gets a loose ball and finishes. Dixon-Williams there, number 3 for Limestone, bringing the ball up court right now, is the son of Illinois Central College assistant Chris Williams. So that's where he gets his basketball genes. Raiders sticking with that extended 2-3 zone. Nice cover out there on the wing by Crippen to keep the penetration from happening from the wing. Raiders doing a nice job with this matchup 2-3. It's a very disciplined defense. You can't shirk your assignment. As long as you hold on to your principles, everything goes okay. It's when somebody gambles, tries to make a big play, that things get messy. Credit Limestone here for being very patient. Nice dump down there in the short corner to Keppel, but it results in a turnover. David Perkins scoops it, fires up court to Bryce Markham, who's on the roll. Raiders into their offense now. Ian Milstedt with the ball on the wing, gets a pick from Trow. Trow was open on the roll there, but Milstedt just didn't see him, didn't have a good angle on the pass. And they're going to ding him for a travel as he got into the lane on the jump stop. Veteran crew tonight, led by longtime Peoria official Ronnie Leitner there with the ball. Ron is an outstanding official from an outstanding lineage of officials, the Leitner family. So should be a very nicely called ball game tonight. Nice job by Perkins there to flash to the ball. Nice ball movement there by Limestone. Nice recovery there by Perkins to come over the top and get that ball. That's where the matchup gets you. If you sag it just right, the zone almost reverses itself, and it becomes very difficult to find open passing lanes. Crippen with the ball on the wing, covered nicely. Rockets open in man-to-man. Should be a little easier to move the ball against this. Another pick by Crippen there. Milstedt with a hoop to the basket. He's going to finish with the left hand. Rolls off the front of the rim. Alex Reed with the rebound, and he's going to push it up court. Dixon-Williams thought about swinging it to the wing, goes back to Reed in the corner. and the Rockets will reset here against the zone. Nice job by Drew Trout to flash to that free throw line. Number 11 there.
Number 11, Riley.
Riley with the basket. Raiders right back into it. Raiders a little sloppy in offense so far. Hasn't been a lot of crispness. Some of that's due to the Rockets extending that ball pressure. Some of it's just due to not a lot of movement when they do have it. Nice skip pass there by Markham. Finds Milstead. He might have been fouled on that, but no call. Romaine got a piece of him there, but no whistle, and the Rockets take it to the other end. Williams back with the ball, going to set it up. Matt Wright telling Milstead how to set that up. Nice recovery there on the cross-court skip. Nice job by Brock Crippen to get out there and cover that. No substitutions yet for either team as we approach the 4:40 mark here in the first quarter. That's a little odd. Ian Milstead's going to take it to the hoop, but now he's going to get the foul called. Two guys hanging all over him there like coats, and Ian takes it strong to the rack anyway. Can't finish, but he's going to get 2 free throws for the effort. So our first foul of the game.
Fouls on 11, Riley, his first.
It's going to be on Isaiah Riley, his first. Riley, a junior guard. And we'll see Milstead at the line now, seeking to put the game even. And there is that beautiful sound of our microphones there at the rim. Every bounce of the ball there. Milstead sets up for the second free throw. Just short there. Offensive rebound by Drew Trow, though. Milstead's going to get it right back and fire it off the front of the rim again. Romaine with a board there. And here comes Williams. He finds Reed in the corner. Off again. Scramble for the ball there. Romaine comes up with a little floater off. And he's going to get called for a charge there. Ian Milstead has been all over the floor here so far for the Raiders, taking that charge there. Nice job by Ian. He's got all 3 Raider points here as they trail 4-3 with 4:20 to go here in the opening period. Milstead working up floor against Riley. Little fumble there by Bryce Markham. Chris Dixon-Williams there up, and there's that left hand, folks. We warned you about it in the pregame. Dixon-Williams has 4 now, getting into the lane twice to finish. Little full court pressure there, a little extension, nothing fancy, just ball pressure. Nice cut there by, look at that. Oh, just misses the finish there. Ian Milstead with a beauty. They're going to get Brock Crippen for the foul here, just a scramble for the ball, and Brock's going to come out on the wrong end of that. He's going to pick up his first, Raiders first as a team. And so the Rockets will inbound here on the near sideline, across from their own bench. Dixon-Williams again bring it up. Young Chris is an outstanding athlete. I believe he's headed to play at ICC next year. Had some interest from Western Illinois and some smaller Division I schools, but wants to go play for his dad, head coach Tony Weisinger. And with that combination of guards who would. Number 21 there with a board. Antoine Flowers into the game now. And he starts to cause problems immediately by coming in and teaming with Sam Keppel to grab some boards. Keppel's going to go to the line here after the foul by Drew Trow. So Sam Keppel at the line. Sam is the youngest brother of former Limestone baseball standout Drew Keppel. Drew was on those outstanding Limestone baseball teams back in 2006, 2007. First baseman went on to play at ICC and then on to Upper Iowa, or pardon me, Iowa Wesleyan, an NAIA school over in northern Iowa. And there's Keppel again underneath, and he's going to finish this time. Keppel struggled with a fractured back last year, so we're going to have to watch the pounding he takes here. He's had some issues with it previously, caused him to miss all of last baseball season after he aggravated it swinging the bat. So we'll see how that back is holding up. It's gotten stronger. Rockets out to a 9-3 lead at this point, 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Keppel's going to finish that and make it 10-3. Nice job by David Perkins to get down the floor there and finish. 10-5 now, Limestone. coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. Still only one sub into the ballgame so far. Williams shoots it off. Milstead runs down the rebound. He's got a fast break. Here's Jacob Burtis into the game for the first time. Milstead's going to get that one too on the block. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Oh, that's after he almost pointed it in. Goodness gracious. Ian's begging for it. That's going to be the second team foul on the Rockets. Didn't catch who that foul was on. Raiders inbound, number 40. Number 40, Jacob Teagard in the game there, 6'7" sophomore. He finds Jacob Burtis for three. And all of a sudden, the Raiders have made this a game. 10-8, we're gonna have a timeout by Limestone with 2:39 to go here in the quarter. Some late arriving fans still filtering in here. Usually a pretty spirited rivalry between these two schools in any sport, really, particularly in baseball. I have seen some outstanding matchups. I've been on both sides of it, actually, having coached at Limestone and then did my student teaching there and now teaching here. So it's rather interesting. So Rockets will inbound the ball here at the opposite end from their basket. After Eddie Matthews took the timeout, Eddie has lost the jacket. That's usually a good indicator that he is upset. Eddie, of course, famous for his time as a basketball and baseball player at Bradley University. Later appeared in the movie Bull Durham as a extra pitcher. Sam Keppel having a night. That is 6 now for Sam as the Rockets extend that lead to 12-8 out of the timeout. Jacob Burtis is going to launch from Creve Coeur. That is just off. Antoine Flowers with the board. He's going to push it up to the wing and then wait for help. Chris Dixon-Williams is going to get in the lane of that left hand and dish off. And that's going to be a turnover. Ian Milstead out with it again. Probably ought to pull up and wait for help here. And sure enough, Jacob Burtis, he didn't shoot from much further back than that last time. He was feeling a little bit there. Good to see JB with some confidence back in his shot. Maybe next time we could just shoot from Springfield Road. Instead, Jacob's going to get to the hole and he's going to finish. He says, why shoot from Springfield Hill when I can finish at Meadows? Calvin Peacock into the game now for the Rockets. He's going to attempt a three-pointer. Jacob Burtis with a wrong rebound here. He's going to have a run out. Calvin Peacock with a foul there. Jacob Burtis going to go to the line. I think they're going to give him the shot, even though he was trying to wrap that around. No, I think they're going to say he was, in fact, passing it. That's unfortunate. I thought since he was in the air, they would give it to him. So the Raiders will inbound here from the baseline underneath their own hoop. Might be a lob into Teagard here. Could see something from Milstead out front. See what they decide to do here if they just want to reset it. Ooh, they're going to try to free up David Perkins, the three-point marksman. Off the weak side there. They're going to get Jacob Teagard for a foul there on Antoine Flowers reaching in. Nice hustle by Jacob. I really didn't think there was much to that. That's all right, though. Scrappy. It's Teagard's first, team fourth. 1:22 now to go in the period. Austin Wood into the game now for the Rockets. He will inbound to Dixon Williams and set up shop at one of the guard spots. 12-10 now, Limestone. Coming up on a minute to go here in the opening quarter. There we go, another turnover. Nice job by David Perkins. He's got a run out, and he's going to get, Austin Wood's going to get him for the foul.
Foul's on 25, Wood, that's his first, team fifth.
Foul's going to be on Austin Wood. That's his first, team fifth. Raiders could find themselves in the bonus here pretty quick. David Perkins going to go to the line for two here. David, of course, outstanding golfer, also a three-point marksman. Finished.
Number 5, Romaine returns.
Sadly, I can't remember if he was kick of the hill or if he won the 3A shootout, but he was in the finals for sure. David, one of the best three-point shooters in the state, knocks down the first one. He'll try to tie it right here, and he does just that. David's got 4. He ties it at 12. 1:06 now to go in the opening period. Antoine Flowers will inbound to number 3, Chris Dixon-Williams. Dixon-Williams will work slowly up court here. Saw a couple of his future ICC teammates make their way into the gym here. Savon Schooling and Cam Buckner. Wood with a 3. He's going to bury that from the left wing. Held up the follow through just to make sure everybody knew it was pretty. And that gives the Rockets a 15-12 lead with just under a minute to go now. We'll see if the Raiders can respond here before the quarter. Jacob Burtis again open on the top of the key. Jacob Teagard with a nice hook there. Didn't draw a rim. Rebound by Romaine, and Chris Dixon-Williams is going to push it up floor to who else but Sam Keppel.
15, Keppel.
That's 8 for Keppel now in the opening quarter, and that pushes the Rockets back out to a 17-12 lead after this game was tied at 12 just a little over a minute ago. Rockets have countered here with what looks like kind of a matchup 2-3 zone. Teagard probably had to look down to Crippen there if he would have looked from the for the high-low. Jacob Burtis with a nice pass. David Perkins going to try to finish with his own rebound. Jacob Teagard gets up the last-second shot there on the kick. But after one quarter, Limestone leads 17-12.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Welcome back to Allison Gymnasium here at East Peoria High School. After one quarter, the Limestone Rockets lead our Raiders 17-12. The biggest threat in the opening period for the Rockets, junior Sam Keppel, who scores 8 on a variety of finishes around the rim off of a couple of putbacks and a couple of feeds from Chris Dixon-Williams. So the junior forward comes in at 6'3", maybe a little taller. I'd say he's probably closer to 6'4", 6'5". But he's got 8. The leading scorer for East Peoria so far, Jacob Burtis with 5. Raiders will inbound here. Burtis with the ball. I think we had a clock issue there to start. Maybe it didn't kick on right away. We're going to bring it back and reset this. Raiders go with their starters, save for Jacob Burtis, who replaces David Perkins. Rockets working with a variety of their original lineup. Bergensoff there with the miss. Markham's going to fire it up from the top of the key. He's going to come up just short. Was on line, but short. Milstead with a nice save, and he's going to come back out of the. That's good movement right there. A lot of scrambles for the ball here. Sam Keppel finally runs down the rebound, and he's going to find Isaiah Riley to bring this ball up floor. So far, the Raiders have done a great job of keeping the ball in the lane originally. It's been the putbacks and the feeds down low. It hasn't been the guards' penetration. Right, Romaine going to penetrate. He's going to find Austin Wood. Wood off this time, rebounded by Riley. Riley loses it, comes up underneath. Sam Keppel with another board and another putback. I don't think the back is hurting him anymore. That's 10 for Keppel, and probably at least 5 or 6 rebounds. Matt Wright's going to take a timeout, talk it over. Not sure what else he can do. As far as height on the Raiders roster, there's just not much. You've got Brock Crippen checking in at 6'3", Drew Chow checking in at 6'3", Ryan Shane at 6'4", and Jacob Teagard at 6'7". We've seen 3 of those 4. The only one we haven't seen is Ryan Shane yet. You can bet if the rebounding woes persist, we'll see that pretty soon because Crippen can slide out to a wing, as can Drew Trow or, well, I guess that would be it, Drew Trow. So Raiders could go big here pretty quick. They open with Markham at 6'2", Crippen at 6'3", and Trow at 6'3". Looks like they're going to run a modified flex maybe. Limestone comes out extending the pressure here on a 1-3-1. And they extended that three-quarter court. JB with a nice pass. Jacob Burtis going to fire it up from the wing. That's going to be off. Sam Keppel with yet another rebound. And he is going to get tagged for walking there as he tried to negotiate his way through traffic. Give the Raiders the ball back.
Sub in for East Peoria.
Back in for the Raiders here, Jacob Teagard and David Perkins. David Perkins triggers it inbound, finds Milstead. He fires it up from the wing, just off. He's going to get his own rebound. Nope, pardon me. Alex Reed came up with that rebound and pushes it up the floor. He's going to get the board here off the miss. Reed saves it inbounds to Keppel. Keppel trying to find some room here to operate. Instead, Romaine penetrates right to the free throw line. Keppel with yet another board, loses it in traffic and still goes up, and there it is. Number 12. I haven't been keeping track of rebounds, but I'm willing to give Sam credit for about 7 or 8 right now. Wow, I can't believe there's no call on that. That's got to be a charge or a hack, something. Bryce Markham hammered as he goes to the rim. Instead, he's going to fire it up from 3. Milstead with another offensive board. He's having his own kind of night. Can't finish, but he'll go to the line. .5:59 to go here in the quarter. Rockets have extended that lead to 21-12 thanks to Sam Keppel again. Keppel's got 4 here in the opening quarter. First one is up and good by Milstead.
Number 3, Dixon Williams subs in for Limestone.
Chris Dixon Williams checking into the game. Milstead cans both. He's got 5 now. Makes it 21-14. Raiders need to keep answering here and getting stops so this one doesn't get out of hand too soon. A little bit of a wild pass here by Reed. Chris Dixon Williams working the wing. Romaine going to try. He's going to travel, though, before he gets into the paint. Number 44, Brayton Wall into the game. He's the Rockets' tallest player at 6'6". That's bad news for a Raiders team that has struggled to rebound already. Brayton Wall, though, only a sophomore, a little skinny. We'll see how he does with Sam Keppel on the bench, getting a much-deserved breather. A little bit of scramble for the ball there. Jacob Burtis recovers nicely. Now he loses it again, comes out of it with it again. And Ian Milstead's going to set this back up as David Perkins looks to penetrate. Nice rebound by Jacob Teagard in there, just couldn't finish. Drew Trout with an offensive board, and he's going to go to the line after being hammered.
Fouls on 44, Wall. This is first, team 7.
Trout with a free throw up and good. 21-15 now, Limestone. 5:09 to go here in the first half. Second one is off. Teagard thought about challenging for the board, then backed off Wall just to harass him a little bit. And now the Raiders have extended that 2-3 zone to half court. Jacob Burtis picks up Chris Dixon Williams, trying to take away that left hand. Keeps him out of the paint there successfully. JB edging out just a little bit, trying to see what he can do here. Very acrobatic move there by Mr. Romaine. He's gonna call a timeout though before he steps on the inline. Oh, pardon me, no, he stepped out of bounds there before he could call timeout. Rockets now go full court pressure. Looks like a 1-2-1-1. Gonna trap in the corner here, Jacob Burtis. He gets out of it, shovels it ahead to Drew Trout. Now Drew's got a breakout. He's gonna wait for help, however. Nice skip, nice pass by Ian Milstead to Drew Trout. Trout with his own miss. I think they let him get away with the walk there because he knew he got hammered. Nice cut by Ian Milstead. Tried to finish with the left hand there a little creatively. He's going to have to pay me licenses on that shot, some royalties. I pioneered that back in 1996 when I stopped growing at 5'8". Nice block there by Brock Crippen. They're going to get the jump ball.
15, Keppel
By the way, folks, that's an internet 5'8", which means I'm basically as tall as Peter Dinklage. So jump ball stays with the Rockets. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Chris Dixon-Williams, the point guard, will trigger this in. Rockets sporting new Under Armour uniforms. I believe they had been a Nike school previously. A lot of deals out there for schools to be had right now. Dixon-Williams long from three-point range. Gets into the paint there after the rebound distracted, and he finishes with the left hand there. And that is exactly what Matt Wright was warned us about in the pregame. Boy, Raiders are doing a nice job with the skip pass. That's a great take by David Perkins. Just couldn't finish. Tried to double clutch it, and Antoine Flowers got all of it. Scramble for a loose ball down at the bottom. David Perkins comes up with it, finds some space here. Ahead to Brock Crippen. 23-15 Limestone. Perkins from three, and he's going to can that. David Perkins wide open for about 22 feet. He hammers it. 23-18 now Rockets with 3 minutes to go here in the opening half. Isaiah Riley looking for some room to work here. Over to Chris Dixon-Williams. Isaiah Riley also looking to penetrate here. Give the Rockets credit. They're being very patient against his zone. And there's Sam Keppel back in the game, and Chris Dixon-Williams finds him right away on the baseline. He's going to be fouled before he can finish, but he's going to go to the line and keep adding to that game-high point total so far. Or look for it anyway. He's got 14 so far after putting up 10 in the opening period. He'll look for 2 more here. First one is up and good. 15 now for the junior post. Keppel will take the second one here. 24-18 Rockets. That one nothing but net either. 25-18 now Rockets. Sam Keppel with 16 points. Boy, Raiders doing a great job with the skip, finding it in the post. They just cannot convert off that. Once they make that first skip pass, there's just no room. A great look by Jacob Burtis underneath the Bryce Markham. That is exactly what I was looking for right there. There had to be a second pass off that initial setup. 25-20, coming up on 2 minutes to go here now. Limestone leads this Mid-Illini Conference matchup. Both these teams right now near the bottom of the conference at 2-5. Win tonight gives somebody a little bit of a leg up as we start the second half of the conference season. Hard to believe that we are on the second half of the conference season. This is the Raiders' first home conference game. Weird quirk in the schedule had the Raiders on a 6-week road trip. David Perkins with another steal. The Rockets have not taken great care of the ball. Drew Trow with the ball underneath. He's going to find a skip. Ooh, had a skip there to Perkins. Nice look by Bryce Markham. He's going to fire it out to Brock Crippen. Brock just off, had it down and out. Under a minute 30 to go now here. Tip ball. Ooh, right to Chris Dixon-Williams. Bryce Markham thought he had it. Wisely decided to lay off lest Williams beat him on the penetration. But Trow's going to pick it up here on the steal. He's going to give it up to Perkins. Oh, just a little bit of a misfire there. Jacob Burtis picks up this ball, cans a floater. Nice job by Jacob Burtis to clean up the mess there. That could have gone very wrong. Instead, it's 25-22. Now the Raiders have to get a stop. Got it tied near the end of last quarter and watch the Rockets close on a 5-0 run there. Get a stop and a bucket here and take some momentum into halftime. Dixon-Williams working left with his left hand again. Skip pass out to number 21, Antoine Flowers. Reed finds Williams again on the baseline. Jacob Burtis cheating off him there. They're going to skip cross court. Looking for Sam Keppel. And he just stays on fire. 8 points in this quarter now as well. 18 for the game. A nifty finish there with the right hand from the left side. 20 seconds to go now in the opening half. Bryce Markham going to let this set up a little bit, settle down. Raiders need to answer right here. Need a bucket right here You see one of their better scorers, Ian Milstead, there waiting to check in. If I'm Matt Wright, I might have taken a timeout to set something up. Instead, they're going to find Markham on a skip in the corner. The three-point attempt is off. Bryce trying to rebound his own miss there. Instead, Sam Keppel off with it. And Chris Dixon-Williams going to put up a long half quarter there that's going to be off the rim. At halftime, your Limestone Rockets, or pardon me, your East Peoria Raiders trail the Limestone Rockets 27-22. We'll be back with second half action after these messages.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
she doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Allison Gymnasium here on the campus of East Peoria Community High School. We're at halftime of this Mid-Illini Conference contest. The visiting Limestone Rockets lead your Raiders 27-22. We'll see what the Raiders come up with for halftime adjustments. In the first half, they were soundly beaten inside by junior post Sam Keppel, who came up with 18 points. No, pardon me, 20 points. No, pardon me, 18. Can't do the math on the fly there. Keppel had 18 first half out of their 27, so 2/3 of their total points. Be Raider ball to open the second half. We'll see what they can come up with here to shut down Keppel and find some offense. Ian Milstead working up across court here against Isaiah Riley. He's to the right, kicks to Perkins. Raiders being patient here so far. Got to find the right shot. Milstead going to try to finish at the rim there. Got fouled. Did a nice job just to get that one up on the rim. He's going to go to the line and try to find two. Milstead, the Raiders' leading scorer in the first half. He has 5. Oh, pardon me, Jacob Burtis had 5. No, 7. I'll get it right eventually, folks. I'm just going to start saying random numbers. Milstead cans the first free throw. Got the deficit to 4 here. Second one off the back iron. Brock Crippen in there fighting for the rebound, but Romaine comes out with it, and Chris Dixon-Williams will push up floor in a hurry to Alex Reed. Reed skips to Romaine, right back to Dixon-Williams. He could be dangerous right there, trying to get in the paint with that left hand. Rockets also being patient. Of course, you can do that when you're playing with a little bit of a cushion. No real urgency here. Turnover by the Rockets, though. Ian Milstead going to try to push up floor again. He's going to be fouled. Still on the floor. No shots there. That does give the Rockets 2 quick fouls, though, to open the second half.
Fouls on 5, Romaine, that's his second, team second.
Foul on number 5, Romaine, his second, the team's second of the second half. Raiders triggering inbounds. David Perkins working left against Alex Reed. Trap on the baseline there. Drew Trow looking for a little help after taking help from Perkins. Trow doing a nice job working the pivot there at the top of the circle. Markham now looking to drive against Dixon-Williams. Milstead with a nice kick. Got to be a second pass off that, though. There's got to be some kind of opening after that initial kick. Got to be crisp with that ball movement. They're going to jump that up. It's going to be Limestone ball after the Raiders got the ball to open the second half. So Perkins tried to get into the paint there, just couldn't do it. Probably not the best choice for the Raiders. We're not overly tall on the perimeter. It's going to be tough to finish in among the trees there, especially with Limestone's athleticism. Here comes Dixon Williams again. Sam Keppel on the high post. He was the dangerous man in the first half. Drew Trow making sure to give him special attention as he fronts that post. Nice hustle by Brock Crippen there to try and save that back in bounds. Just couldn't quite get it. And the Rockets will trigger it in from across from their own bench. Right in front of former Raider standout Kevin Ulrich there in the building tonight. Bunch of Illinois Central College athletes here tonight. Dixon Williams working right now. That was the offhand that they wanted to encourage him to use. He finds Romaine, who skips it to Reed. Dixon Williams up with a three.
Number 3, Dixon Williams.
From the corner, 30-23 now as the Rockets get on the board to open the second half. Nice take by Drew Trow there. Good use of the jump stop. Brock Crippen same. Trow's going to fire it up from left wing. It's good. Nice shot from the elbow extended there. 5:40 to go in the third quarter here. Limestone 30, your Raiders 25. I believe we have a misprint there on the score. That or the scoreboard's wrong. Somebody's wrong. Reed working against that 2-3 zone, loses it on the floor. David Perkins going to scoop it up here with the jump ball. That will be Raider ball. 2 jump balls here in the opening
Number
segment.
3, Jacob Burtis subs in for
Jacob Burtis going to come back in. He had a nice first half. Has been slumping a little bit lately. I know Matt Wright was trying to figure out a way to get him on track and get him back to his good marksmanship. He had 7 in the first half, including a 3 that might have gone in from Creve Coeur. Burtis working, natural left-hander, working back to his left. Ooh, almost walked there. Good job to control himself. Drew Trow working the post, kicks it out to Crippen. Skips to Burtis. Gets a pick from Trow, working to his right. Kicks it back out to Milstead. That is blocked. Milstead fortunate to get that one back. Jacob Burtis going to get to the rim there, and it's going to be stripped. Wow, picked up by Chris Dixon Williams after everybody looked content to let that go out of bounds. And he's going to finish with a nice pull-up jumper there. He's got 5 early in the second half. Turnover. Isaiah Riley coming back. Romaine going to finish at the rim with an athletic finish there. And the Raiders need time to talk about this. 34-25. Matt Wright looking to put the brakes on this little run here as the Rockets are on a 7-2 push right now. We'll see what Matt Wright comes up with out of the timeout. There are some tired Raiders over there. We're just not exceptionally deep. I think we've only gone 7-man rotation so far, so we'll have to see what the Raiders have left in the tank here. The Rockets have been a little deeper, not excessively so, nothing that would leave your tongue hanging after this long, but you know, as you build that up over a season, it can wear on kids, and of course there's all kinds of coughs, colds, flus going around right now, so who knows who has what. So Raiders will trigger it inbound at the opposite end. Ian Milstead going to get it into Jacob Burtis. And Chris Dixon Williams will extend past the volleyball line here to pick him up. Right at about 65 feet, 70 feet. Burtis no match for the pressure, just some light harassment going up court. Wow, Burtis got held. Dixon Williams, nice pick and roll. Drew Trow with a great left-hand finish. I was just going to remark as Jacob Burtis tried to run the slip screen there, Dixon Williams literally arm tackled him as he tried to get through the slip. But nice pick and roll there by Drew Trow, and I believe that was David Perkins on the setup. And Perkins now out front. Oh, can't run it down. David got a hand on it, just couldn't keep up with it. And the Rockets will retain possession as they inbound at midcourt. Boy, give the Raiders credit. They are active and in the passing lanes. See a lot of hands extended there. Romaine going to put it up. It's going to be off. Nice board by Drew Trowell. Pardon me, that was Isaiah Riley putting that up. Ian Milstead ahead to Crippen. Back out to Milstead. Milstead looking for some room to work here. He's going to turn the corner. Puts it off the side of the backboard. That's going to be off the Rockets and stay here. Big break for the Raiders there. Did get one coming out of the timeout. Got to get another one here to keep this a 2-possession game. Austin Wood into the game now. He had a 3-pointer early in the first half to give the Rockets some cushion. He'll be looking to pull the trigger again here. Nice pick and roll again by Drew Trowell. That's 6 in the opening minutes of the third quarter for him. 34-29. Raiders need to get some stops, though. Very active on the defensive end. Wood had a 3 there, but chose not to take it. Wood just kind of hanging out around the 3-point there line, looking to snipe. Nice job by Jacob Burtis to force Riley back. He's going to put it up off the glass. And then who's there for the rebound but Sam Keppel, and he's going to finish. Keppel's first points of the second half, but that's 20 for the game. 36-29 Rockets, coming up under 3 minutes to go. Jacob Burtis with a nice take there off the front. Who's there again but Sam Keppel. Chris Dixon-Williams with a nice pull-up jumper there as well. He's starting to heat up. That's 7 in the quarter, 13 for the game for the senior guard. Burtis stripped there, looks like by Chris Dixon-Williams as well. Maybe Anton Flowers had a little bit on that too. Nice shake and bake by Dixon-Williams. Flowers recovers the loose ball, however. And that's going to be a charge on Isaiah Riley, but Drew Trowell was kind of in the air. Drew's coming up hurting there, but he's going to hustle back down the court and not give the refs time to think about this. Nice job by Drew. Jacob Teagard into the game. He's going to give Trowell a breather. Good job by Drew to take that charge. It could have gone either way. So Raiders will once again trigger it inbound from underneath the opposite basket. And once again, Limestone will counter with that 3-quarter court pressure. Milstead loses the handle with the left hand. Antoine Flowers picks up the loose ball. Going to be a foul on the floor, I believe, on David Perkins. Yeah, David Perkins with the foul there. Raiders second of the third quarter. Oh, pardon me, the first. They already had it up there by the time I looked. So Perkins first of the game, first of the second half for the Raiders. Give them credit. They've done a nice job of playing defense here aggressively and not fouling. A lot of balls on the floor for Limestone here. They have managed to keep their hands on all of those. And once again, the Raiders are looking for a stop here. Limestone scored the last 4, all by Chris Dixon-Williams. And they need to get out. And Sam Keppel finishes with another hook shot. 22 now for the junior. And Matt Wright wants another timeout as this lead has gotten into double digits, 40-29. It's going to be a full timeout. Notice Calvin Peacock has checked into the game. His father, Lauren, just resigned this week as the head football coach at Robert Morris University, which had been playing its home games over here at Eastside Center. Lauren was not pleased with the direction the school wanted to go with his in terms of his recruiting. They wanted more quantity. That's typical at small schools. They want to, bring in, 75 kids, maybe 100, and that way at that level they're all paying tuition, and that puts money in the school's coffers without extending much in the way of scholarship or grants and aid. So Lauren wanted to keep quality players. Quantity won out. Unfortunate to see him go. He will no doubt find an outstanding coaching job somewhere. There is not a better offensive mind in the Peoria area as far as high school football or even small college football. He does some really special things on the offensive side of the ball. And speaking of Eastside Center, the turf installation project is underway. Projected to have that turf in by March 23rd. Should be playing some girls soccer games on it. And of course we will have Raider football on the field turf by next fall. So no rainouts. I've seen the renderings. They're stunning. It's going to be nothing but a bonus for East Peoria Athletics. Might even get a state soccer final here, thanks to the turf. Brock Crippen with a nice take there. It's going to be blocked. He's going to be fouled, however. Sam Keppel, I can't tell if they're going to get Keppel or Riley there. Both met him at the basket. Still no word who they're going to get that foul on there. Brock Crippen going to go to the line for 2. He's looking for his first points of the night. First one is up and good. Good to see Brock on the board. We need more of that from him.
Number 3, Dixon Williams returns for Limestone.
Chris Dixon Williams back in, replaces Isaiah Riley. He got a brief breather. He'll try to push this lead out further. Crippen will look to make it a single-digit lead again. Just off the back rim, and Sam Keppel with the board. He's got to be in double-double territory. I would not be surprised to see him with 10 or 11 boards right now. Probably more, to be honest. A heck of a night for Sam. Calvin Peacock with the ball on the wing. Calvin also a standout pitcher for the Rockets. Have not seen much of the other standout pitcher for the Rockets, Bryce Meyer. He is rostered, but has not seen action yet tonight. Nice tip there by Brock Crippen, trying to extend that zone. Brock working that passing lane. Little gamble there by Ian Bilstead. Knocks it out of bounds. Austin Wood's going to let that go.
24, Drew Trout returns for East Peoria.
Drew Trout back in to give Bryce Markham a breather. Probably see Bryce come back in here for Jacob Teagarden in a minute, unless Matt Ride decides to ride Teagarden to put some height there to stop Sam Keppel. Keppel lurking there along the baseline, just waiting for that skip pass. Doing a nice job of just biding his time till it's open, making himself a target. He's clearly feeling it. Rockets are going to be content to slow this out and take the last shot of the quarter, go up with a double-digit lead. Not sure why Reed picked up his dribble there, except maybe Brock Crippen stepping out, but really no reason to do that. He and Wood are just going to play. Nice steal by Brock. Oh, Austin Wood's going to run that down. Calvin Peacock going to push it up floor now, and he's going to pull up for the jumper, and it's good.
Number 1, Peacock.
Calvin Peacock taking advantage of the turnover there and finishing strong at the basket. David Perkins with a three-point attempt, and he's going to hammer it. Nice answer there, keeps it single digits. Going to be a turnover right in front of the Raider bench, and that's going to give them a chance to get off another play before the quarter. If we could get something similar to Perkins' three-pointer, that would make it a 6-point lead and make things interesting here going to the final quarter. See what Matt Wright dials up. It's going to be from under their own basket because that's where the ball was thrown from, and it was not touched by any other player in bounds. That's where Limestone inbounded from. Perkins in the corner again, got to get it off, 3 seconds. Milstead off the back of the rim, had a good look. He's upset with himself, but that thing was dead on line, just off the back of the rim. After 3, Limestone 42, your East Peoria Raiders 33. We'll be back after these messages.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And we welcome you back to Allison Gymnasium for one final quarter of Middle Illini basketball here on a Friday night as we all brace for a snowy Saturday and Sunday. We'll see if the Raiders here can hack into a 9-point deficit in the final quarter. Raiders have been a little stagnant offensively, just haven't been able to get much going against some extended Limestone pressure. Meanwhile, Sam Keppel continues to have his way. He's got 22, only 4 in the third quarter, yet the Rockets still managed to extend their lead. So clearly Sam Keppel did most of his damage in the first half, scoring 18 of their 27 points. And now he's got some help from his teammates, and that has allowed them to extend this lead. I imagine the Rockets are going to be pretty patient this quarter. You'll notice they've got kind of a four corners look going on. Calvin Peacock and Antoine Flowers just content to kind of let the ball go back and forth. Peacock maybe looking to penetrate there. Skips it to Chris Dixon-Williams. Almost had a steal there by the Raiders. Dixon-Williams going to set it up again. He's got some pressure, means he's got to move. And there you go, just pulls it right back out. Calvin Peacock going to try the three. It's off. Jacob Burtis with the board. He's going to push it up floor. Oh, goodness. That's going to be an intentional foul on Calvin Peacock. Jacob Burtis lost a shoe. That's how hard he was fouled. So intentional foul on Calvin Peacock. That's unfortunate for Calvin. He knows he's better than that. Oh, pardon me, that's on Romaine. I take it back, Calvin. Nothing but love. At any rate. Jacob Burtis going to go to the line here for two, and the Raiders will have the ball out of bounds. Jacob shooting by himself here as it isn't intentional. Burtis drains the first one. He was held scoreless in the third quarter after leading the Raiders with 7 points in the first half, so that's part of your problem right there, but they have managed to cut into this lead once again. Looking to cut it down to a 7-point lead here with 7 minutes left, and he does just that. Was just handed a note to don't forget our outstanding staff, and of course, how could I forget producer director Mark Laswell, Brett Wagner and Daryl Dixon on the camera, Andrew Harvey on the audio, production assistant Susan Dixon, and I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for saying this about the graphics, but Rainbow Jackson. Outstanding work as usual. You will not find a better produced high school basketball broadcast in the state. Crippen with a three, just off. Boy, the Raiders have had 5 or 6 of those tonight. Just need them to go down. They're going to keep possession, though, as Sam Keppel can't corral the rebound. So Jacob Burtis going to trigger it in. Drew Trout with another nice pick and roll, and he's going to get fouled going up. He'll be at the line. Got to remember, anytime the Raiders can go to the line with the clock stopped, that's to their favor. More fouls, and now Limestone one away from being in the bonus. Trout hits the first one, cuts it to 6. Looking at the second here. Just misses rolling in. Bryce Markham tried to corral the rebound, but instead we're stuck with a 6-point deficit here. Chris Dixon-Williams going to work it across the timeline. Raiders have extended that defense, which you have to do when you're playing from behind. Nice find by Chris Dixon-Williams to Alex Reed. Kept his head up there, saw his teammate cut into the basket, got it done. Jacob Burtis trying to create some room for himself there by faking the drive. Ian Milstead also looking for a little room. David Perkins has found some, gets it up on the rim, no good. Sam Keppel with another board. And Antoine Flowers now going to get out and finish. Nice and easy there. Now a turnover, Isaiah Riley with the steal. Eddie Matthews going to take a timeout there. He's apologizing to Alex Reed for taking that timeout. Because Alex Reed was going to look to score. Just like that, we've gone from a 6-point lead to a 10-point lead. Raiders just every time they get close, just cannot get it any closer. Several times they've been right there. Now we've got a little bit of a miss. I don't know what's going on. Brett Gonningham, sophomore coach, out on the floor here talking to Ron Leitner. Not sure what he's asking about. Very unusual to see a sophomore coach out here. Knowing Brett, though, he'll comport himself in an appropriate manner. Doesn't seem to be any fireworks. Brett's just having a nice, normal conversation. We'll see what Matt Wright can come up with here. Boy, we're in the danger zone right now. 6 minutes, 16 seconds to go in this game. Rockets lead 46-36. And there's some tired legs on that bench. Brett and Ron Leitner seem to have concluded their discussion amicably. No fireworks, thankfully. Not that I would expect such from Brett. Limestone to trigger it in their own basket. Chris Dixon-Williams will inbound it. Sam Keppel goes up, pulls down a nice pass. He's going to almost a turnover there. Brock Crippen once again getting his hands in the passing lanes. Just can't corral the loose ball after he gets his hands on it the first time. Now the Rockets will inbound in front of their own bench. See there's some legends of Peoria basketball. Tony Thomason, an all-area pick there. Eddie Matthews right. Kenny Burns to his left, another legend. Chris Dixon-Williams. His father was a legend off. And Sam Keppel is going to take advantage of a teammate's generosity there by Alex Reed to finish. 24 for the big man. Lead has grown to 12. Nice dish there by Jacob Burdish. Drew Trout got it up on the rim, just couldn't get it down, and that has been the story of the Raiders' night. Can't see a number here. Look like maybe 3. Chris Dixon-Williams. Pardon me, 15, Sam Keppel. You'll have to pardon me. They're not putting the individual fouls up on the board there. So I'm left to try and discern what the officials are signaling if they're at an angle. I just can't see it. Trout short with the first one. He'll look to make this an 11-point game. That one's good. Drew has 10 now. Has left some points at the line, however. But he is the first Raider in double digits. Sam Keppel with another finish there. Another board. And he's going to get a chance to go to the line after being fouled by Drew Trout on the putback attempt. Sam Keppel is having what most people call a night.
Fouls on 10, Milstead, that's his second.
It's also referred alternately to as the zone. In Fuego. I'm running out of Sports Center references here. If only I had my partner, Matt. We've missed him. Evidently, after MISO yearned the ceramics convention last fall, he was headed to an antiquing convention. Heard he had one of Grandma's plates he wanted to get checked out. Keppel gets that one down. Lead has grown to 13. You'll be able to see Matt on Antiques Roadshow, also airing on public television. We'll have to see how much that 1898 German plate is worth. Andrew Hovey points out that it pales in comparison to his snow globe collection. Matt, of course, specializing in life-size snow globes, which he will no doubt have a market for this weekend. Raiders with a miss there. David Perkins up floor. Off to Ian Milstead. He's going to get up the shot. He's going to knock it down from 18 feet. Three-pointer up and good. I guess that means it's closer to 19 feet, but either way, Milstead gets it down. The lead is back to 10. Still plenty of time, 4 minutes to go, 4 minutes plus in this game. Raiders just have to have stops. Cannot stress that enough. And preferably those would be turnovers because the Rockets really don't have to put it up right now. That's a travel no matter where you play. They're going to call it a jump ball, although I've never seen that without anybody getting a palm on it.
Number 5, Romaine returns for Limestone.
He just flat traveled. Either way, Raiders get the ball back. Jacob Burdish working up court against that pressure again. Done a nice job handling that so far tonight. Raiders just not been able to generate anything in the half court. Nice look underneath Drew Trout. Can't quite keep a handle on it though. And Chris Dixon-Williams, he's going to get out and finish. There's that left hand again.
Number 3, Dixon-Williams.
He's got 15 now. Another hard foul by the Rockets. We are now under 4 minutes to go. Limestone 52, East Peoria 40. Jacob Teagarden in with the lob. Doesn't quite have the muscle to open finish. That's going to be on Sam Keppel, which I believe is his second or third. Pardon me, Alex Reed. They really got to start posting these fouls. I feel bad accusing these kids. This is awful. If I was a police officer right now, I'd be millions of dollars of debt for false accusations. Somebody will probably still try to get me for libel. That's all right, though. I've got a great attorney. Teagarden up with the second one, just off. Boy, there it is again. That's in and out. Good form, good backspin, just halfway down and then out. Story of the Raiders' night. Eddie Matthews wants timeout to talk this one over. We'll see what Eddie Matthews has in store here. It's going to be a 30-second. Would not be surprised to see him go to some kind of four corners here just to run this thing out. 3:42 to go in the game. We will be back at this 1 week from tonight. I unfortunately don't remember if it's a boys game or a girls game. I think it's a girls game. I'm not 100% sure about that. No, it's a boys game, pardon me. Next Friday night, very important date, however, February 6th. Come on out for the benefit for Robin Goff. Robin, one of our longtime faculty members here, battling breast cancer very bravely. We will be having a spaghetti dinner, silent auction, raffles, doing everything we can to help Robin out. Please come on out and support such a worthy cause. Robin has given so much for life to EPCHS, and she deals with the freshmen, which I can only tell you how frustrating that is. Looks like we had almost a jump ball potential there. Number 12, Carter Peckham in. Carter almost had a steal there, but looks like the Rockets got a timeout called. I don't think Eddie Matthews has too many of those left. Been a pretty quiet night here around the Middle Illini. See if we see anything on Twitter here about scores around the area. Do have one, Washington over Canton, 58-28. Whoa, the roller coaster transition there on your, you were not just at Great America, folks. You were still in your living room or at the bar, but you just took a roller coaster ride. Please do not exit the roller coaster until it has come to a complete stop. Keep your tray tables and seat backs in the upright position. Rockets triggered in again. Eddie Matthews pointing out the open man there. Rockets are going straight flex. Jacob Teagarden switched on to Dixon Williams there. Done a nice job of keeping in front of him. Isaiah Riley going to get called for the charge. I believe that's 2 or 3 taken by Ian Milstead tonight. Great job by Ian. Sacrificing his body for the team there. Limestone folks a little angered by that one, but that was pretty self-explanatory there. And unbelievably, despite the fact they have a 12-point lead, the Rockets are full court pressing here. Not sure about this. Now Eddie Matthews calls them off a little bit. Well, I was wrong. They stayed just in a 3-quarter court. Just picking them up. Fortunately, no pressure. That would have been a little bit suspect in the sportsmanship department. I knew Eddie Matthews was a better man than that. Carter Peckham with a nice take there to the rim. He's going to get fouled. That's about the only concern the Rockets have right now. They are at 10 fouls in the double bonus, so Carter's going to get 2 regardless, whether or not he was shooting, which he was. We'll see if Carter can put 2 up on the rim here and make this a 10-point game. First one is off. Carter will get a second one here for free. Left-handed stroke, don't see that very often, especially 2 lefties on the same court. And that one is down. It's always prettier left-handed. Doesn't matter if it's a swing, a shot, The lefties just are lucky. It always looks fundamentally sound. Under 3 minutes to go now. Limestone leads this 52-41. 2:50 to go in this game. Carter Peckham harassing Chris Dixon-Williams here. He's one of the few that has the speed to keep up with Chris. But the Rockets break it. Little scramble for the ball underneath here now. Drew Trout comes up. He's going to call timeout and get it. So the Raiders will hustle back over to the bench and see if they can't come up with another way to cut this momentum.
Timeout, East Peoria.
I'm told to warn you folks at home to brace yourselves on a couch cushion. Hey, speaking of couch cushions, found some change in those couch cushions. Look at that. Look at that. And there's a free plug for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie as well. We should get a residual from that. So, 2:39 to go in this Mid-Illini Conference game. Limestone Rockets lead your host Raiders 52-41. We're hoping for some fireworks here in the last 2:39. Good to see my graphics crew, led by Rainbow Jackson, is having a great time. Can't believe somebody named Rainbow Jackson doesn't have a rainbow wipe, though. I think I just saw Nemo. I found Nemo, folks. Somebody called Disney. They don't have to do two. I found Nemo. All right, here we go. Jacob Burtis, the ball in. Works up floor. Again, Jacob's done a nice job with the ball handles tonight. He's going to pull it from the corner, just off. Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Chris Dixon-Williams having no problems accelerating up court there. He is just a special, special athlete. There you see him very smartly pulling that ball back out. Not the smartest pass ever to Isaiah Riley, but Riley does a nice job of corralling it and then finding his teammate, Jalen Romaine, pardon me. And the Rockets will once again be patient and settle this thing out. Under 2 minutes to go now in this Mid-Illini Conference contest. Dixon-Williams again using that quick first step to throw Brock Crippen off and then pulling it back out. That breaks the 5-second count each time he does that. Buys him a little more time to operate out front. Raiders have no choice but to foul now, and Ian Milstead will do just that as he fouls Isaiah Riley as he attempts to move toward the hole.
Fouls on 10, Ian Milstead.
Unfortunately, the Raiders still have 4 fouls to give before they put the Rockets in the bonus. Matt Ryan looking to go offense for defense here, putting Carter Peckham in to try to stick to Chris Dixon-Williams. He replaces Brock Crippen. You'll see Brock check back in when the Raiders get the ball here. There's Carter using one of his fouls. Going to put Chris Dixon-Williams on the line here.
Fouls on 12, Carter Peckham. It's his first, team fourth.
Still a ways to go in the fouls category as Isaiah Riley triggers it in. Chris Dixon-Williams is going to get fouled again by Carter Peckham. 1:40 now to go. You could tell the refs really didn't want to call that. They were trying to let Carter ride him out there. Carter finally just had to reach out and basically grab Jersey there to get the foul call he wanted. Now Dixon-Williams breaks free. He's going to once again get fouled by Carter Peckham. I believe that's Carter's third or fourth now.
Fouls on 12, Carter Peckham.
6 fouls. His third on Carter. Still need a foul here to put the Rockets on the line and hopefully force a change of possession. And that's what's going to happen right here again. Sam Keppel very smartly kicking that ball back out. Here comes Carter Peckham once again. Chris Dixon-Williams will now finally go to the line to attempt free throws. Bless Carter Peckham for giving himself up for the team. Not a fun job, but he did it. No complaints. And now you'll see Brock Crippen check back in for Carter.
15, Brock Crippen returns for East Peoria.
That young man deserves every bit of congratulations he gets. That is no fun to give yourself up for the team like that, but it's something that had to be done if we wanted to get the ball back. Dixon Williams up at first. It's good. Once again, our producer-director is Mark Laswell. Our camera operators are Brett Wagner and Daryl Dixon. The audio is run by Andrew Harvey. The production assistant is Susan Dixon. And once again, our outstanding graphic artist, Rainbow Jackson. Rainbow doing a great job tonight on the graphics. JB gets it up on the glass. Jacob Burtis with a nice left-handed finish there. Gets it under, to 11, not under 10. That's why I teach history, folks, not a math major. Chris Dixon Williams splits a double team there and is going to pull it back out. Still being hounded by Jacob Burtis. Limestone crowd telling Jacob he got his ankles broken. Jacob just lost his footing there as he tried to break down and defend him. So Chris Dixon Williams once again at the line, looking to extend this lead and close out this ball game. This one off. Drew Trout with a nice board. Gets Jacob Burtis who crosses Dixon Williams over, and he's going to get to the rim and kick it out to David Perkins. Perkins just can't quite get it to go down. It's going to stay with the Raiders here. 49.8 seconds to go in this game. Look for David Perkins to maybe get some kind of three-point shot there at the top of the key. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come off a screen there from Brock Crippen. Instead, they're going to run the slip. Get it right back into Jacob Burtis. Just off the front of the rim. Brock Crippen loses the offensive board to Sam Keppel. Sam Keppel might have close to a 20-20 game here. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to double check. Oh, and there's the emphatic dunk by Jalen Romaine. And that's going to do it. Under 30 seconds to go now. Rockets lead 56-43. Sam Keppel with yet another rebound. Drew Trout going to foul him to close this one out. Nice take to the rack there by Jalen Romaine. That appears to be the finishing move, as it were. And who's at the line but Sam Keppel, looking to extend his high score for the night. That one's off. Sam's going to finish the night with 26 points. Under 10 to go now. Raiders still scrapping. Credit Matt Wright for not allowing them to give up. Should be pointed out that Matt Wright has doubled their win total already the last few years. Matt very painstakingly putting in his system here. I think given time and a very talented freshman sophomore class, could have some success down the road. The sophomores beat the EP sophomores beat the Limestone Softs tonight. So should be good things down the road in both football and basketball, and baseball for that matter. Some very talented younger players here. So brighter days are ahead, folks. Reed Kansas second one there, 57-43 now. Jacob Burtis going to work up court, look to find a shot. He's going to pull just off the front of the rim there. That one is from Germantown Hills. And that is your ball game. Sam Keppel with another rebound. Your final score, Limestone 57, East Peoria 43. Please join us next Friday night for the Robin Goff benefit, a spaghetti dinner, silent auction, raffles, give to a very worthy cause as we seek to help Robin with some of her medical bills and her sick leave. We will talk to you next Friday, folks. Good night.